can't stand the heat to get out the wild. When I roll into the Wild West, when I stroll into the Wild West, when I bounce into the Wild West, we're going straight to the Wild West. We're going straight to the Wild West. We're going straight to the Wild West.
Welcome everybody, it's WildWest Stacker. I hope you're having a great day. And oh yeah, I got the gloves out because yes, I am backing up the truck on the silver. I told everybody I was trying to save up to get some gold, but literally just couldn't do it. The current gold to silver ratio is about 80-1 roughly. So that means 80 ounces of this beautiful silver stuff for 1 ounce of gold. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Now, this is a 2020 Philharmonic, one of the only Philharmonics I had up until recently. I picked up a tube, and this was at my local coin shop. And these are all 2010s. I believe they were 2010s. Let's find out here. Yeah, 2010s. So like 1.5 euros. 3 ounces fine silver, and I really like these. When I was taking a look, they've got the mirrored edge instead of a reeded edge. These are made by the Geiger mint, which is like the oldest mint in the world. Yeah, great looking coins. So decided to go back to the coin shop. Now remember, this one filled out my 200 ounces of silver that was all generic, just kind of smorgasbord together, just all kinds of silver. But went to the coin shop, I made a big purchase. So what's crazy is this purchase was roughly the same amount as 3 gold coins. Oh man, there it is. Look at that. So right here we have 200 ounces of 999 fine silver. So let's pull these all out. I'll show some really cool things I found out about these. My coin shop actually had another 80, I believe he said. But this is plenty for now for me. So let's just pull these out. And by the way, this coin shop, my wife does all the shopping there when she's in town. So she just called me, and this is the box he gave to her to walk out with. And just said, just be careful. And remember, if somebody tries to rob you, you just throw the box at them because your life's not worth that much. Just that would hurt really bad to get hit with a couple 100 ounces of silver. All right, so generic little box. And here we go. These are all 2010s. And the tube we had before, these looked really minty, and you can kind of see down the side, they just look beautiful. But when I was kind of just thumbing through here, I noticed that a couple of these have almost like some coloring, and it's toning going on. So we have some toned coins. There we go. You can see that right there. Some toned coins in the tubes, and not all of them have it. All right, so that one definitely does. We're gonna definitely want to open that one first. And so obviously the Geiger, just like with my Geigers that are in the 1 ounce capsules or even the gram ones, they do an excellent job minting. And I don't see any milk spots as far as I can tell on any of these. We'll open them up and try to find out. So there's just a little color in these. Let's have to kind of go through, but let's find out this one here. That one's kind of dark. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, the tops look good. And again, these are coins. They're not rounds because they have the euro denominated on them right there. There's a cool little history. You can learn all about these different musical instruments if you look it up, but that's why they're called the Philharmonics. And honestly, I chose these over like the Krugerrands, mainly because I like how there's no figure, male or female, on the other side. Like you get a Krugerrand and those Krugs have like some old dude just on the other side. I was like, at least you have a cool building on this side, so not bad. All right, now let me start turning it, trying to see here if I could find where the color was at on those. I think I found it. Let's see. Wow, you can see how reflective all that is. So cool. This is my biggest silver purchase ever, folks, just so you know. And the top one does look like it's got a little toning. Now I can't even find it. Let's do it in the light. Just trying to see if there's any toning. I did see a couple, but man. Is it because it's such a high polish finish? It's really hard to see. No idea. All right, well, let's just start taking these out of the box because I want to check it out. All kinds of silver. Whoa, look at the reflection of light off of there. That was cool. All right, so here we go. And listen, I wanted some gold, but I just couldn't do it, guys. If I want to, I figure I could swap out some of this silver that I have no emotional attachment. I mean, remember, I'm a stack collector, so I like to stack silver, but also collect it. This would not be collectible silver at all. So no emotional attachment to it. If I needed this for an emergency, I could sell it today, tomorrow, doesn't matter to me. But really, this is, to me, is just a storage of wealth right now. Didn't really like having a ton of money in the bank. In fact, I might back up the truck more. Be able to check out next week and find out what I bought. But look at that, there's already 100 ounces. Wow. Just crazy. I'm a steady stacker, and that's because I don't make a ton of money. And it's easier just to buy one of these ounces at a time. But wow, buying this much all at once. Okay, so this one actually looks like it's got some color. Let's try to look here. Oh yeah, so it was the top one on the tube. So it's got kind of a little purple ring going around it. Well, that's cool. Not bad. All right. So again, I was saying I've never really bought even a whole bunch of tubes at once. The most silver I've purchased in the past usually is one tube at a time. Or maybe I did purchase 2 kilo coins, which is 32.15 ounces. So this is kind of crazy. Whoa. A lot of silver. And I just didn't trust this sitting in the bank. I might be tempted to spend it. I notice when I purchase silver, I always think about, would I ever want to sell this for anything? And usually the answer is no. And I think that's a great way to treat this like a savings account. If you're not good at saving money, try saving silver. It really works the same way. Oh man, as long as you've got the space. And I know people say this is, oh, it takes up so much space, but look, even 200 ounces of silver, and it doesn't look that bad. Wow, there it is in all its glory. 200 ounces. I guess we can get out the 20 I bought before, just because they match. This is part of the same set. There we go. Wow, that is a lot of fillies. So I believe in the stacking community, I probably have the most fillies because I know they are not that popular. I don't know why these get the hate. Oh, geez, look at this one. This one's got some cool toning on it. Oh yeah, it's got some like purple colors right around the outside edge there. Oh, geez, that is cool. And so I'm assuming these will continue toning in the package. So it looks like that one's got like a little scuff mark there. So they're not perfect. I probably didn't need to wear gloves with these, but I thought, hey, why not? I'll try this out. And by the way, this is a great idea. These are my mechanic gloves for working in the garage, just some cheap latex ones. But versus the cotton gloves, you're not dropping the silver constantly. At least you're gripping it with these, so that's okay. You can see all the wood in my house. A lot of wood. Oh man, this is so cool. Loving the toning. You know, a lot of these are just the blast white color going down, and that's okay. They should all sell the same when I eventually want to sell them, if I want to sell them. And let's just talk about that. I learned a lot in the last week when I was purchasing this because it was such a high dollar amount. And for instance, I found out that cash and checks are actually different, folks. I could go in and write a check for like $12,000, $30,000, and that's okay. You're not going to be tracked by the IRS because they already know where that money came from. It's in your bank account. Now, if you were to do a money order or actual cash, yes, that's when those limits kick in. Like if I would have bought even more, let's say $10,000 worth, then I would have had to fill out an IRS form in order to do this. Okay, and then on to number 2. When you're purchasing large amounts of silver and gold, you need to think about if you were just to die right now, and whoever's inheriting your silver, maybe it's a sibling, maybe it's your children, whoever, are they going to sell it all at once? And I thought about this for a while, and I hope my children wouldn't, but I can't put it past them. I mean, I've tried to have talks with them about silver, but that is totally their choice. And so the Philharmonics, the Silver Eagles, the Maple Leafs, the Armenian Noah's Ark, all these coins, even like the Britannia, are included where you can sell over 1,000 of them at once, and you don't have to fill out the IRS form. I believe it's like a 10-9, I can't remember now. Doesn't matter. But that form you have to fill out is where you show proof of what you purchased with the purchase price. So just a forewarning, be out there. Probably stick to one of these sovereign government coins. And in that list, they also included 100-ounce bars. And the other thing was any British mint coin. So not just Britannias, but any coin like the Tudor Beast or anything like that. Those would be included if you sell over 1,000 ounces in once, which again, most people aren't going to do. But I'm at the point now where I'm trying to get these types of coins in that category. So if my children ever sold a huge amount of my silver at once, if I died, then they're not going to have any tax penalties or any extra forms. So I am changing that, stacking up just a little bit. And really, I don't mind. These are beautiful coins. And it's not too often you get to see ones with no reeded edge. So that is unique. And there's no person on them, no male, no female, so I don't have to worry about that. Overall, a great buy. I enjoy it. It's going to stay in my stack, hopefully a long time. But again, not emotionally attached to these. So if they leave, no big deal. Wow. So what do you guys think? If you had to buy some gold, like let's say this was, I guess round down, but it'd be 3 ounces of gold or 200 ounces of silver, which would you pick? Currently, I wanted the gold, but I'm going with the silver just because I know I can exchange it later on when the ratio flips. And so this is my pickup. Wow. Finally did it. Biggest purchase of my life in silver so far. Definitely going to add the so far because I am backing up the truck. I am trying to get as much silver, just like the central banks are right now. If you're watching, they're stacking gold and silver. Super heavy, so be like the big banks. Be smart. All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. You checked out my awesome 200 ounces of Philharmonics, but now you're moving on that Premier train, so make sure you click the link in the chat. We're moving on to the next person in the chat. Thanks so much, everybody. This is Wild West saying everybody have a good one.